Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Channel BEX Asia's dynamic 5-episode interview livestream series, where we embark on a journey through innovation at BEX Asia 2023. In this episode, we shine a light on the path to sustainability in Asia's built environment sector, highlighting the visionary trailblazers at the forefront. Join us as we unveil groundbreaking solutions from industry leaders dedicated to crafting a greener future. In this episode, we proudly present sustainability leaders G Energy, HYME, InfoDeck, and Signify, showcasing their cutting-edge contributions to the built environment industry. Be sure to tune in and discover the transformative True Presence by Intellihub, a game-changing presence detector that's set to reshape building sensor technology, as well as innovative HVAC systems presented by YiTac's on-site live Passive Displacement Experience Room. In the first illuminating episode, we invite you to witness the convergence of innovation and sustainability as we set the stage for an inspiring journey through a more eco-conscious built environment industry. Our first exhibitor is InfoDeck. Hi, can you tell me more about yourself and what do you guys do?
Thanks for having us here. We're InfoDeck. My name is Chai Hai Wen, the CEO of InfoDeck. And what we do is actually a software solution that actually helps you to pave the road all the way to sustainability.
Oh, tell me more about the software solutions and how you do facilities management.
We make software on a SaaS form, which is on the web-based, running on the internet, as well as we have a software running on the edge computing, which is have hybrid architecture. And then we also have a mobile app to have a work order sent to your mobile app for the technician on the field.
Can you tell me a bit more about edge computing and how you benefit consumers?
There's a different part of the software solution have different unique functions. For example, on the SaaS, our SaaS supports all the different function modules that helps from the IoT part of governance all the way to operations and maintenance. For the edge computing, it supports the resilient link, even works when the internet is offline, as well as for the on-premises integration. And for the mobile app, they receive all the push notification in the field so they can get the job done.
Wow, that sounds really cool. Do you have anything to show me? Let's go inside and take a look.
Yeah, definitely. Very important things for the edge computing or for the cloud. Most very important thing first is to get agnostic. Make sure that they go compliant to different standards and for the third-party integrations. That's some part that we spend a lot of time for make the product easy to use. Another part is for it's very something that cannot be ignored is all the integration has to be done in the building in facilities management. So you have to get all the different industrial protocols as well as for other third-party software to be integrated into either through edge computing or to the cloud platform. Make sure they all work seamlessly. So that's very important things that to be considered for when you do for sustainability solution in your facilities.
Wow, this sounds like it helps a lot. So how does this integration work with all the different components?
For the cloud, we all use the major protocol for the LoRaWAN to build up your first IoT network. And once you build up the IoT network, it just cannot be ignored that IoT is the foundation for the solution. And then you have to put on all the features for operations and maintenance. So we have everything in one platform, so you don't have to switch from the software to the software. And also we can have all the dashboard for you to oversee all the data for dashboard and widgets.
I heard you have a live demonstration that you want to show us.
Yes, I'm going to pass to my colleague. She's going to go through some of the demo for you guys.
Let's take a look.
Thank you, Josh. So one of the highlight features in InfoDeck is Smart Workflow. We can use this Smart Workflow to trigger the data, to trigger the work order, work request, and also turn off and shut down the machine. So now I'm going to demo you is, I said the scenario is when this sensor to make the open, and we will send the request to InfoDeck platform. So you can see on site here is we got the low priority request. So admin can use the request to send the work order to specific someone. And if we turn this sensor to close, so we will set the scenario to critical priority, and later you will see the fan will be turned off, and also we will receive the one request is high priority. So let us refresh, see the high priority request is set here, and now when I accept this request, sorry. Sorry. So when I accept this request, and I can do, for example, set the due date to tomorrow, need to be done, and also to assign someone to fix it. Okay, so I click, for example, to myself, I'm Judy. So it confirm and also create. The request will be created on here, and also on my phone. Someone received this order will see on here, so we can see the high priority here.
Wow.
Okay. And when we're done, and the request will be completed. Thank you. And also, if we all the criteria is normal, but we need to do the survey for someone to get know more about their user experience. So we can use our one feature is any feedback. So scan the QR code. Now we can do some surveys. So we can use for user to know how their experience in the space or for their service.
Wow, that sounds very useful for the users.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so basically it's our quick demo. So I will hit to Josh to finish.
Wow, Josh, InfoDeck really sounds like it helps consumers a lot. If you were to conclude, what do you think are some unique selling points to consumers and how they can benefit from using our products?
I think very important things for the audience to watch this episode is you should really consider bring close to the gap of operations and maintenance team together with technology team, with IT team. Our platform and solution actually bring close for the operation people to get easy to use technology for the benefit of getting to the sustainability goals. So it's very important that you make things that easy, that put together for take advantage from technology to the operations. And also easy for a technician to put their hands on for very deep integrations when necessarily for all the operation system and protocols together to make sure the technology can be used for the sustainability goals. Otherwise, without those technology tools and digital platform, you have a hard time to go to the real sustainability.
Yes, that sounds really, really important. I'm so glad you are doing the work.
Thank you very much.
Do you have any other things you want to tell us?
Yeah, another thing that very unique is when you consider using the web-based IoT solution, you should really have contingency in mind when you actually leverage a lot of the connection to the internet. What if the internet is down? So our solution gives you the insurance if when the internet is down, our edge computing can still act normal for all the automation things in your building. So make sure all the smart rules will not be interrupted by the internet.
Wow, yeah, connectivity is definitely a major issue. I'm glad that you're able to solve that.
Thank you very much for BEX Asia having us today. And if you have any questions for the solution, please get on our website and talk to our representatives.
Sure, thanks so much, Josh.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome back. Our next exhibitor is Intellihub. Let's see what they have in store for us. So can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Okay, this is Eric here from Intellihub. Okay, Intellihub is the distributor for Stanel, okay, in Singapore. Okay, Stanel is the specialist in sensor system and sensor switch lighting. All right, we have sensors made in Europe. All right, and the brand from Stanel is German. Right, we have different type of technologies. Okay, so we have like passive infrared, which is very common, high frequency sensor, ultrasonic sensor, and we have the camera system, right, that can detect the number of people in the area as well. All right, so the product is developed in Germany, manufactured in Europe in their own factories. All right, most of the sensor is made in Romania, in the Eastern Europe. All right. And we have our people counting sensor here, all right, that can detect the number of people in the area, plus temperature and humidity, right? And we have the latest true presence sensor that can detect even a person is sleeping or not moving at all. We can detect the slightest movement of the human heartbeat.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So we have used this in a lot of hotel application in the guest room. Okay, we reliably detect the guest presence in the room. You know? So when the guests leave the room, all right, we can immediately switch off the power to achieve energy savings.
Wow, that sounds extremely useful.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell me a bit more about how your sensor is able to detect all of this,
Okay.
all of these different criteria?
The technology is patented, all right? They are not able to disclose this on how they do it, but in general, this is a high-frequency sensor that can detect human heartbeat. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Can you tell me a bit more then about how your consumers have benefited from your true presence sensor?
The true presence sensor is designed to replace the key card in the guest room. All right. So in most cases, I believe if you go to a hotel,
Yes,
right,
yes.
you will put the key card in the key card holder, and the power will go on 24 hours. Even you leave the room,
Yes.
the key card is still in the holder, and the power is still
Still
generating.
going on, yeah.
So with our true presence sensor, we can effectively detect the human presence in the guest room and control the lighting and aircon reliably.
Wow, that sounds like a great step forward towards sustainability and
Yes.
achieving our goals.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so even the guest is sleeping in the room, lying down watching TV, not moving at all, we can detect them because any
Wow.
other sensors, they will require some movement. Yeah, only true presence do not require movement. We have the sensor in 230 volt.
230 volts.
Yeah, we have in low voltage like KNX, and we also have the IP-based sensor. So the IP-based sensor is able to provide you more data.
More data.
On top of true presence, we can give you the air quality in the room as well.
Wow.
Yeah, CO2, VOC, and noise level monitoring. So over here, you can see on our dashboard, on the true presence sensor, we can detect, I'm here now, right? The sensor is installed on top. It detects our true presence, brightness, humidity, temperature, VOC, CO2, and the noise level. Right. So
Wow, that's very detailed.
yes, and in smart building, this is the information that you can collect and do your other actions.
How wide a range can your sensor detect?
We can go up to 9 meters, in radius.
9 meters in radius.
Yeah, and this is adjustable. So if the room is small and compact, we can adjust the coverage.
Well, I think 9 meters can cover almost like any hotel room.
That's right. Yes.
Wow, that's great. Do you have anything else you want to share with us about?
I think in order to move forward and show you and understand for yourself how good the sensor is, we will recommend that the hotel can get a sample, mock it up in the room, see for themselves how reliable it is. Yeah.
Wow, you sound really confident about your products.
Yes, definitely.
Just because they're great.
Yes, and we have proven records. Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit more about your proven records?
We have installed in
like
hotel
many hotels before.
in Singapore.
Wow.
We have also installed in university in Singapore.
Wow. Then do you have anything else you want to share?
No, just contact us.
Just contact you. Of course we would. Yeah. Then thank you so much for your time taken
Yes.
today. And I'm really, really impressed by the sensors. I think
Thank you.
the many details I can see is very interesting.
Yes, thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Yep.
And that's it for Intellihub. And now we'll move on to our next exhibitor. Our next exhibitor is YiTac. Let's see what they have in store for us. So, can you introduce yourself and provide an overview of your company and the range of products you offer?
My name is Kelvin Che, General Manager of YiTac Singapore Private Limited. So we are a local company and we carry products with green attributes, and these are the range of products that we carry. We have a TrollDeck acoustic panel, 2080 passive cooling system, Kingspan pre-insulated duct system, Grun4 smart pump system, and our York intelligent water ecosystem. So I'd like to show around our systems. Over here, we are displaying our mini chillers from York. And over here, you can look at this is a live chiller unit supplying chill water into the passive cooling system inside our experience room. Over here is our Grundfos smart pumps. So this is an intelligent pump that helps in energy saving, and this is up to 10 liters per second capacity. Followed by, this is the higher capacity of smart pump that can help to cut down on energy as well. So over there, I like to show you, this is one of the range of the systems that our company carries, but it will be a bit too long. So next. Over here is a measurement and verification system jointly developed by YiTac and NIAN Research and Development Department. So it measures the COP of VRF, Variable Refrigerant Flow Systems. Next, I'd like to show you, this is an acoustic panel by Kingspan Insulation. It helps in noise absorption and is a green product.
Wow. This you have a wide range of products, and they all
Yeah.
sound to be very environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit more about this? What kind of material is this?
This material is made from wood and cement composite, and is totally green. Every tree they fell for the wood, they replant another tree to replace.
Wow, that's very environmentally friendly.
Yeah. So next, I'd like to invite you into our experience room for our passive cooling system, please. So over here, you can see this is the passive cooling system. These are the cooling coils powered by the chiller, which I showed you earlier on. All right, this is the chill water supply, chill water return. And over here, we are collecting the condensate drain water, and we are doing further exploration to see how to do recycling of the condensate drain water. And over here is a mock-up unit of this acoustic panels. So we will be launching it pretty soon, and this exhibition is a platform for soft launching. So next, I'd like to introduce you to our principal for this passive cooling system, Mr. Tan. He's the founder of 2080, and he's here today to pass on his legacy and also to train up future people for the system.
Wow.
Right, Mr. Tan, please.
Okay, let me explain the energy consumption of typical building. As you can see from this chart, okay, the chiller plant itself consumes about 40% of energy within the building, and the air side is about 20%. Now, what we are trying to address here is that we try to be an alternative for the conventional aircon system. If you look at this chart here, for the mechanical system, the conventional system, you will find that you have a big issue in all the ducting. Right. So if you look at the normal issue, usually you'll find a large plant room that's required to house the equipment and also the space for the ductwork. And it consumes about 0.28 kilowatt per ton, or 20% of the building energy. So if we take a building about 1,000 ton, and we assume that it's running 8 hours a day for 5 days a week, for 1 year, you consume about 174,000 of energy. Now, YiTac is offering this PDC system as an alternative to the conventional system. So it cools the space without a need of the fan. So if we take the same building of 1,000 ton, you'll find that energy consumption is 0.
Wow.
Another benefit of this system is you can easily integrate the design of the aircon system with the interior design, which you can't do with a conventional system. You can see from here, you can see this is a PDV cupboard with the coil on top with an air discharge at the bottom. And you can see that you can integrate the coil into the system furniture. And this is not possible with any conventional system. Likewise, as you see here, this auditorium, you can also do things like that for a big space. And this is a pantry area, right? You can do this nice architectural work with an aircon system. The PDC system, although it's a passive system, okay, it not only can cool classroom, office space, meeting rooms. It can also cool big spaces like a multi-purpose hall. As you can see here, it is a sports hall. This hall is about 6 meter by 54 meter wide. So it's cooled just purely by the coil itself. And you can see next, this is our flagship project by Singapore. This is the Kallang Tennis Center. And you can see the competition cord and the practice cords are purely cooled just by the passive coil. This PDC system is already a recognized system by the Singapore authority, and there's already a standard launch for this particular system. This is to encourage more consultant building owners to use this system. BTC, in terms of YiTac, we already have the highest rating in terms of the green label, 3 ticks. And we also have the green mark for Malaysia, Mahijah. So, in summary, the benefits of PD system is that it can cool a space without mechanical fan. It uses very low chilled water flow rate, extremely low life cycle costs. One significant benefit is there's no air draft, so you can use for recording studios. Okay, you don't have large ducts, so in a way you can reduce the building floor to ceiling height. In fact, you can add an additional floor to the building. And as mentioned just now, it can integrate easily with interior design, right? So you can provide cooling without being seen. I pass back to Kelvin.
Okay, after you hear the sharing from Mr. Tan, I like to showcase these are our project references. We have many projects in NTU to Seagate Sugar, and our latest completed projects, Kallang Tennis Center, SIT Punggol, Dulwich College. And in YiTac, we hold a firm belief in producing quality products, and we offer 5 years performance warranty, and it's a show of ownership of what we do.
Wow. When I came into this room, I also felt that it was super cold, and the acoustics were a lot better as compared to outside when it's very noisy. I think you have a lot of confidence in your products to offer 5 years warranty.
Yes.
Do you have any concluding words that you want to tell us about your products or your company?
All right, I'd like to share, all right, to adopters of innovative system, right, have a high requirement, high standard, get innovative service solution providers to have ownership, all right, of what they come up with. Ask for 5 years performance warranty to ensure what we supply and install for you is going to be there, perform, and last.
Wow, YiTac's performance is really green and sustainable, and we thank you so much for the presentation today. So next up, we'll move on to our next exhibitor. Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome back. Our next exhibitor is Signify, and they seem to have a very long history. Let's see what they have in store for us. So tell me a bit more about the history and what you do.
So Signify is erstwhile Philips Lighting, and we as a company was born in 1891 in Amsterdam. We came to Singapore in 1951, way before anyone thought of investing here. We were here, and since then it has been a long journey, and we have contributed to Singapore in every way possible that we can. Today we stand as a world leader in lighting, in connected, in conventional, in LED, all three, and we are 100% carbon neutral.
Wow.
We continue to sell our products under the brand of Philips, though we are known as Signify, but we have a boost of or a range of other brands like Intellihub, CK, Dynalite that solve different applications or different problems for the customers. And yeah, so that's pretty much about it. We continuously reinvent the light, and today we say that our biggest competitor is the sun.
Wow, yeah.
So that's a brief about us. Yeah.
Well, you know, even I use a Philips light at home.
Yes.
So can you tell me a bit more about how it's carbon neutral and how it benefits?
Long back in 2019-20, we started to relook at the entire impact that we are leaving on the earth. We achieved carbon neutrality over our value chain. We did
Wow.
away with our packaging, the plastics in the packaging. We started using renewable energy. We started to follow the UN development goals as a measure to double a positive impact, and we are going to implement the 1.5 degree reduction, degree reduction in temperature as per the Paris Agreement. That is bound to happen in 2031, but Signify will attain that in 2025.
Wow.
So that falls under a Brighter Lives, Better World initiative. And so yeah, so that's how we realized the whole thing. We are a sustainable company. We care about the environment. We care about the people, and we also do lighting. So we make the lighting products. That's our third thing, but we care about the environment first.
Oh, I love your focus on sustainability.
Yes, and if we can go there, probably you can also experience the sun indoors. This is one of the new products or the new technologies that we have. So how do you feel?
Wow, this is really bright. I really feel like I'm experiencing the sun right now.
So this particular product is Nature Connect.
Nature Connect.
Yes, the name suggests it's all. It replicates or mimics sunlight indoors,
Ooh.
and it boosts. It's not just gimmicky. It boosts actually your hormones to produce more of cortisols in the day
Wow.
and more melatonin by the night. So your body is in sync with the nature. That's why the name Nature Connect. It follows the circadian lighting pathway that everybody used to do when we used to live our outdoor life. But right now we are practically living an indoor life with 90% of the time we are indoors. As the Gen Z or the millennials, we are 90% indoors. So it's something that brings the sun to us indoors. Yes.
Oh, so this lighting has like special effects to help you become more healthy.
Yes. Healthy, it regulates your body clock, it brings down your cortisol when it has to, and picks up the melatonin secretion. So by the time you leave office or you leave your workplace, you already are relaxed, you go home and you sleep on time, and you have the proper dosage of all the hormones that are needed by the body.
Wow. Considering that today we are indoors in Expo, I think this will help me to sleep much better at night tonight.
So then probably we can go and have a look at our connected offerings.
Connected offerings.
Yes.
Do you want to go?
Yeah.
So tell me a bit more about the products that you have.
So primarily we started off as a product-oriented company, but long back in 2015 for Singapore also we changed our way, because if I talk about lighting products, earlier we used to be conventional driven. So we used to have the metal halide, the SON TPI, the sodium vapor lamps.
Yes.
They used to be a lot energy consuming.
Yes.
From there we had the advent of LED. So when LED lighting came, both in indoor and outdoor spaces, we also thought, hey, we can use the connection, we can make them connected because they are practically electronics and even drive more energy savings.
Wow.
So if you move from conventional to LED, it is approximately a 70% saving.
70%?
Yes, 70% energy bill reduced.
Wow.
But if you make it connected also, you can save another 20% on the top of it.
What do you mean by make it connected?
So by making it connected, for example, I will give you an example of a parking area. You have your lights on, completely on, 75 lux, but when there is nobody, you can actually bring the light levels down and ensure that the energy is saved. And as soon as somebody walks in, the lights go back on. So over the whole process, you save energy. And the architecture is very simple. You just need a driver that communicates with the lights, that communicates with the other driver, and you are done. And Interact is one of our brands that help you do that in a wireless manner. And it's easy to install, easy to control, easy to monitor. It gives you the sense of control and freedom for you to choose what kind of things are on, when they are on, when they are off, and why they are off. So it helps you right from the first, you can monitor, and then also you can maintain. And this brings in additional 20 to 30% savings on your energy bills. And
Wow.
it makes the whole space more, what you call, environment friendly, because you are not wasting energy. And it has a huge application, be it the hospitals, be it the offices, be it hospitality, be it the entire city level, we can do. So
Wow, entire city level.
yes, entire city level we can also do. We have done a lot of cities using this platform, and we can do the entire building for you connected, and you can just take less load of maintaining the lights with this kind of a solution.
Wow, I think that's fantastic. I want this in my house.
Maybe you can consider a Philips Hue for that. And has product, Philips is always differentiated on the quality levels.
On the quality level.
We have maintained our quality through and throughout the 130 years of existence, and now since last like 70 years we are in Singapore, and we have so many repeat customers. We did the first Formula One, the night light the night race in 2008, and now we are doing it again in 2023. So this is quite contextual because we have the race next week itself, and so repeat purchase. So that boasts about our quality parameters and how we bring innovations to the market. So yeah, that's our entire journey about from Philips to Signify to Interact and to have a more greener world.
Well, I'll be looking forward to a very bright Formula One next week.
Yes, you are absolutely assured of that. Don't worry.
Well, then, do you have any concluding remarks for us about Philips and Signify?
So Signify, all these products, all this technology is one side, but we are also a great place to work. We care about people in general, but we care also about our employees. So it's an all-in-all good company, and we want to be good because only the good companies stay in the long run, and we have been there for the last 130 years and looking forward to the next 100 years.
Well, that sounds like a lovely place to work. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for interviewing us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And now we'll move on to our next exhibitor. Welcome back. Our next company is HYME, and let's see what they have in store for us today.
Hi.
So, can you introduce yourself and tell me a bit more about what you do?
Okay, actually we are three companies. Or HY, we consist of HY Consultancy. We do design of M&E systems. We have Beacon, who is involved in simulation, sustainability design, and certification. And then we have Commodore that's involved in testing and verification. So you put all three together, we generate the synergy that we design, we simulate, and then we test and verify our design. So we are mainly an engineering service company. We don't create products, but then we put in engineering brains to make sure that the building is properly engineered and with a high performance.
Can you tell me a bit more about the range of products that you guys do?
Okay, we do, as long as it's a mechanical and electrical system, we can do the design. All right, and then when it comes to simulation, we provide advanced computer simulation like CFD, wind-driven rain simulation. We can simulate electromagnetic effects and lightning effects to a building. And we can also help you to create a digital twin of your facility. Right? And after doing all this in the virtual space, we do the testing and verification. Okay, we make sure that whatever we model and simulate, we verify it in the physical realm.
Oh, I'm actually a bit curious about the electromagnetic and lighting effects. That's for... It's
for buildings, because nowadays people are very conscious about the exposure to magnetic effects, magnetic fields. So we do electromagnetic simulation to make sure that if your facility is near to a substation, whether you get these high levels of magnetic exposure, we can do that. And then we can simulate lightning effects, especially to a data center. All right, your data center, you have a lot of sensitive electronics. You want to make sure that they are properly protected in a proper Faraday cage and shell. So we do the simulation and we do the studies to make sure the design is properly done.
Wow, that sounds extremely safe and helpful. So what would you say is the unique selling points of your products?
Of
all your products, yes.
Okay, the unique thing is that We are 3-in-1.
3-in-1.
Yeah, we put together everything. We have the synergy to give you the full suite of proper engineering solutions. Yeah, right. Very seldom you see all three coming together, but now we are putting all three together. We design, we simulate, we verify.
Wow, this seems like a very seamless package that you offer.
Yes.
And I love your focus on sustainability.
Yes.
Can you tell me a bit more about that?
So we are a traditional M&E company, 40 years in the business. It's just over the recent years we realized the strong push for sustainability, and with all the news of all the high temperature that we face, climate change all around, we are compelled that we should use our engineering skills to do better design of the buildings. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why we started this focus on sustainability. We are pulling together all different talents to use our engineering skills to do high performance design of a building. Yeah. So we believe that a building can be properly designed such that it have a low energy footprint. It can be net zero. It is possible.
Wow.
It can also be. It can actually decarbonize a percentage of its operation. Yeah. So we are going onto this a path of sustainability, and hopefully we are building traction, and we can influence the industry as well. Yeah.
I really love your work that you're doing here.
Yeah.
So can you share with us how some customers can benefit from using your products?
Yeah. Okay. So for an architect who wants to design a high performance building, of course, first thing the architect will come up with the form of the building. We will help the architect to simulate different options and orientation of the building to minimize the energy footprint, right? Because the building can have a lot of glass, it can have a lot of solar heat gain from the roof material that the architect select. So the simulation software will tell the architect different options and the energy cost or through the lifetime of the building. If she chooses different options, so we'll assist the architect to do a proper passive design of the building. The best way to save energy is from the start, when you conceptualize the design of the building from the very first day. Yeah. Then after the building is conceptualized, we help to simulate the performance of the building, especially the interior, the airflow design. We look at how to maximize the building such that it can get as much natural ventilation as possible, minimize the use of air conditioning, and then how to reduce solar heat gain. And further, we will explore how to allow the building to be not just an energy consumer, but also an energy producer. Because
Wow.
every building, there's a possibility or potential to collect energy from the environment. It's either solar, wind, or it could be even other modes of energy resource. So we will assist the client to explore whether they can put in an energy storage system, they can put in a microgrid system to make the whole place more efficient and high-performing building. Yeah. And with that, we make it easier to realize the possibility of achieving net zero.
Yeah, I think achieving net zero is extremely important, and I'm glad that you're doing so much work to it.
Yeah, we believe that using our engineering skills, we can go towards net zero. Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to share with us?
Yeah, I think we hope you give us a chance. We can embark on projects that can demonstrate that with proper engineering skills, you can do a high performance design to your building. Yeah.
So how can customers reach out to you?
Just give us a call or search for our website, HY website. Yeah, and or just look out for us in the built environment space. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the work you've been doing.
Thank you.
And this was a conclusion to our exhibitor HY, and we move on to our next exhibitor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our last exhibitor for episode 1 is G Energy. Let's see what they have in store for us. So can you introduce yourself and tell me a bit more about what you do?
Sure. Good morning. I'm Joseph Low, co-founder of G Energy Global Private Limited, established since 2005. Right. G Energy Global was an accredited energy service company. We mainly focus on environmentally sustainable solutions, comprised of green building certification and implementing energy conservation measures. Right. We mainly focus on high-rating green building certifications. And as you can see, this is one of our recent prestige project, Sunwall Corporation, and being the very first privately owned positive energy building in Singapore. Right, this is a live building performance demonstration, and besides just being energy positive, they also achieve a very good ACMV system efficiency performance. We are talking about total system efficiency performance, right? So as you can see for this building, right, the solar is harvesting about currently is 541 kilowatt, and the building is only consuming 210 kilowatt.
Wow.
Yeah. So and for accumulative data, you can see they already harvest 706 megawatt hour till today, right? And till today the building consume only 523. So you can see there's a positive of 183 megawatt hours. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. Initially, when we got this project, actually we just target for zero energy building. But because we overachieve, we harvest more energy. At the same time, we improve the energy efficiency. That's why they can also use less energy. And it turns out that it's a very positive energy building.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is really impressive. Can you tell me a bit more about how you guys are able to generate all this electricity?
Oh, sure. Okay, let me show you the schematic. Okay, first of all, because we know that this building is going to install a lot of solar panels, and we also look into having a newly designed solar powered chillers, which is the very first in Singapore. And we also use the very smart fan coil units that they achieve a very good system efficiency, right? Yeah. And
Wow.
Besides that, they got so much of energy that we can even store some of the energy in using a chill water system, and so that during the off-peak hours, the chillers can turn off, and then we can make use of the storage system to produce chill water for the offices.
Wow.
And we're also very honored that this year, Sunwall Corporation, they won the ASEAN Energy Awards as being the first positive energy industrial building in Singapore. Yes.
Wow, that's really, really impressive.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And today, BCA Green Mark requirement based on year 2021 is getting more stringent.
Yes.
And our company able to provide energy consultation to all the building owners to achieve SLE requirement.
Wow.
Right? So it's also subject to their current system performance, but in the event if the customer needs funding or a third party funding, we can also help them to connect with all these funding providers.
Well, that's like everything in one package to help building owners.
Yes. So they got no reason that they have no money to do it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
Yeah, and in fact, today one of the big challenges is that especially for existing building, because all the equipment already installed and somehow been fixed, so we are exploring for some innovative solution or some add-on facilities that we can able to help them to reduce their AHU performance, our so-called AHU energy consumption by
Yes.
more than 50%.
More than 50%.
Yes. So this is one of the examples that we have done. You can see that before that, this AHU was running 3.7 kilowatt. So with our innovative solution, they are able to drive the power to as low as 1.5 kilowatt. Yeah. So in fact, this is not the most impressive one. The most impressive is over here. As you can see, this is one of the pharmaceutical plant that the energy consumption for the AHU before that was like 8.4 kilowatt.
Yes.
Right. So after our implementation, the power consumption dropped to below 1 kilowatt. Right.
That's like 90% or...
Yes, in fact, it's more than what we expect.
Wow.
Yeah. And not only that, we can still maintain a very good room condition. As you can see, the room condition is 22 degrees with very good humidity level of less than 60%. Right. So this is a very good demonstration to show and to demonstrate to the public that actually there's many methods or innovative method that we can reduce the energy without compromising comfort.
Wow. G Energy seems to have like so many great points.
Yes.
What do you think are, how you summarize how customers can benefit from using our products?
Yeah, of course, by using our products, first of all, it's easily maintenance, and they need not to go through very complicated design because it's a plug-and-play solution. At the same time, there's no long downtime. In fact, our downtime is very short. We are looking at less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yes, compared with some of these solutions that may have to shut down the system, and this will impact and affect the operation. Yeah, so we are looking into such innovation services or products and solutions so that to reduce the downtime of the building.
That's like a seamless integration.
Yes.
And I
yes.
love your focus on sustainability and energy efficiency.
Yes, thank you.
Do you have anything else you want to share with us?
Not at this moment. Of course, if you are those who are interested to look into our solution, please contact G Energy Global Private Limited.
Sure. Thank you so much for this session. I think G Energy is really, really cool.
Thank you.
And this concludes episode 1 of Channel BEX Asia. I hope you stay tuned for more. Thank you.